Hey, good morning, friends. This is the just rolled out of bed look. We did not exercise this morning. Actually, I've been up for 2 hours though. So it's really not just rolled out of bed, but haven't done anything yet except make coffee and tea and pack breakfasts and lunch and feed the dog and take the dog out. We are dog sitting this week. And now I just mixed up, you saw me do it the other day, some sun tea. This is the Harney and Sons Indigo Punch, it's called. It's my new obsession. I told you that already. Oh my gosh, so good. So actually, maybe I did set it on Instagram and not on here. You know what? I think I set it on Instagram. I'm trying to open the door. There we go. So professional. Yeah, so it's Harney and Sons Indigo Punch, it's called. It is so good, and I just put 4 grams of it in my jar with filtered water. Let it sit out in the sun for a few hours, and I have delicious sun tea. Let me get the, watch out, Felix. Let me get the container and tell you what it is. So I did put a picture up on Insta of what exactly it is. Harney and Sons Indigo Punch. It is lively and caffeine-free, an indigo bouquet of beautiful butterfly pea flower, that's what makes it blue, fragrant apple, and rose hips over crisp lemon, raspberry, and honey. So delicious, so delicious. And I just drink it like that. I don't put anything in it, so it's very good. I can throw the Amazon link down below. It's very refreshing, and I love it. So I've got that going. I have loaf of bread going. That is a loaf of sourdough sandwich bread. I made 2 yesterday. This one is a gift. We have, Doug has a haircut tonight, and I have eyebrow wax. Doug gets his haircut every 5 weeks. He should probably go 4, but it's just so much. We go 5. So I get my hair cut every 10 weeks. He gets his hair cut every 5 weeks. But when he goes on that week 5, I go and get my brows done. Because if not, if I waited any longer than 5 weeks, she'd need a weed whacker. So it works. Oh shoot, it's late. I gotta go get a shower. I am heading to daily mass. I'm gonna miss rosary, but that's okay. And then I've got to pick up chicken feed and see what we can do to stay out of trouble today, my friends. Hello, my friends. I am on my way to my next destination. Went to mass, was going to stay for adoration, but it wasn't going to start at 9 o'clock because there was a funeral at church. So adoration doesn't start till 12:30. So I'll have to either go back later or just skip it this week. We're going to be there Friday night. They have Friday night adoration too. So I don't know if I'll go back. It just depends on what I'm doing. But I should have realized that. I knew there was a funeral there today, and I just didn't think. But it's okay. All good. After mass, I ran down to the feed store and got the chicken feed. And now I'm heading to Aldi. I need a watermelon. I need half and half and heavy cream. I think that's all I need. So I'm going to pick those things up and then go home and figure out what I'm going to do for the rest of the day. I want to make some blueberry iced tea. I should go down and get another 10-pound box of blueberries, but I don't want to leave the dog too long, so maybe I'll do that tomorrow. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, so oops, that is what's going on with me right now. We'll see what we can get into when we get home. I'm back and forth between making some salsa, canning some salsa today, and it's just, I think if I do, I think I'll pull out my electric canner. I generally don't use that for water bathing. I usually only use that for pressure canning. But our heat index is going to be 112 today. And when you have a stovetop canner going, it gets really hot really quick in the kitchen. So I think if I do decide to can today, I may pull out the electric canner because that does not heat up the kitchen. It's fabulous. But we'll have to see. I have to see if I have enough tomatoes and all that good stuff. So I will be back in a little bit. Well, friends, I am home from church and errands. I'm trying to decide what I want to do. It's 11 o'clock. I need to put my groceries away. You'll see that grocery haul on Friday. I don't know if I want to get into canning now because it's already 11 o'clock and I prefer to can first thing in the morning. So I think I'm going to wait till tomorrow to do that. I do want to make that blueberry tea. I did make the indigo punch iced tea this morning, but I don't mind having a couple different beverages around. So I think I'll make that blueberry tea today. And I also need to work on my menu plan. So, oh, there's Doug calling. I'll be back. The bread came out of the oven and it is beautiful. So I'm going to just let it cool completely and then I will slice it up and take it to our hairdresser tonight as a special treat for her. We are going to get started on our blueberry tea. So I have 2 cups of blueberries. These are frozen. 2 cups of water. We're just going to make a blueberry simple syrup. 1 cup of sugar. You can use a sugar substitute if you like. I'm following the directions. I will probably reduce the sugar the next time I make it if we like this recipe. But it does make 2.5 quarts. And then we need the juice of half a lemon. We are going to stir this till all that sugar melts, and we're going to bring this to a boil, and we are going to let it boil for about 15 minutes. While this is coming to a boil and boiling, we're going to get started brewing our tea. We are going to do a cold brew tea, and I am using the Lipton cold brew bags. And there are a family size bag, and I am going to use 4 of them. You can use 3 or 4 depending on how strong you want your tea. I'm doing it in a gallon jar because I want to make 2.5 quarts, and I don't have a 2.5 quart pitcher. So I have a 2 quart, but I don't have a 2.5 quart. So we're just going to do it in the gallon jar, and then I'll transfer it when a little bit of it gets drank out of it. So 3 to 4 cold brew tea bags, and then I'm going to do 8 cups of water. And we are going to let this brew while our simple syrup is cooking. Okay, our simple syrup has come up to a boil, so I am going to cut it down, the heat down, to a simmer, and we are going to let this simmer for about 15 minutes. It smells absolutely delicious. Okay, our tea is done steeping, so I'm just going to pull out those tea bags. And our simple syrup will be done in 30 seconds. I'm just going to set this aside and go deal with our syrup. This smells absolutely beautiful. It reminds me a lot of my strawberry syrup that I make for pancakes, except it just doesn't have the cornstarch in it. So we are going to strain this into a bowl. Get all that blueberry goodness in there. And then I'm going to put this in the fridge and let it cool for a little bit before we add it to our tea. I meant to save a couple blueberries for garnish and I forgot. And this is actually the end of my blueberries. I need to take a ride down to the market where we get our blueberries and get another 10-pound box because I cannot go all winter without blueberries. So there we go. I'm gonna get that in the fridge. It looks delicious. It smells delicious. Can't wait to taste the tea. Okay, our simple syrup has cooled down a bit, so we are just gonna add it right to our tea. Oh, now I need to scrub the counter for sure. We're gonna give that a good stir. And all that's left is a taste test. So let's get this over some ice and try it. Here goes nothing. Oh, that's good. Not horrifically sweet, but I still would probably cut the sugar by about a 1/4 cup. You can definitely taste the blueberry, but you can definitely taste the tea too. So if I wanted it more blueberry, I would reduce to 3 tea bags. And I probably let it go a little longer than I should have because I sort of forgot about it. But it's definitely refreshing. It's definitely different. And I will definitely make this more over the summer, especially if we have friends over, if we have a picnic, whatever, because it's really good. So thumbs up on this one. I will link the recipe below. It is from a website called Entirely Elizabeth. I've used other stuff from her site before, so I was confident that it was going to be delicious, and it certainly is. And I'm guessing you could do it with other berries too, but this is definitely a good combination. As I was sipping on the blueberry tea, my stomach growled and I realized I haven't eaten today. I just had my tea this morning, so I made a half of a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with some grapes. Get down, Felix. None for doggies. And some grapes. So that is what I am going to have for lunch. And it's already 2 o'clock and we have to eat dinner tonight at 5 because we have those appointments. So I don't want to eat too much. So this will hold me over till dinner. Next up on the agenda today is some meal planning. Normally, August is in like 2 days. Normally I have this done, but you know, I told you, it's been a month. So I'm gonna sit here and work on this a little bit. Might not get it all done today, but this is what I like to have my dinners planned for the entire month. Breakfast and lunch I do weekly, but I like to have my dinners planned because I really hate grocery shopping like every week. And I like to definitely shop our freezer and our pantry. That is why I have them. Being an ingredients household, I like to have a big pantry and a big freezer stock because then I can just pull out what I need. Now, can we store and grow everything? Of course not. I told you I went to Aldi today and I bought things. But I try to shop the freezer and the pantry first and then go from there. I mean, I feel like we have not even made a dent in that half cow. We definitely made a dent in the pig, but you know, it was just so much. So it's a blessing. It's a total blessing. But what I like to do, here's my overview. So this is my working copy, and then I have a pretty copy. I work on this, I transfer it to this, because I keep these for 2 years because I like to go back and see what I've made. Because sometimes when I'm struggling to come up with a menu plan, if I look back, I'm like, oh my gosh, like last night we had, there we go. I don't know why I had you down there that whole time. So last night I made chicken and basil cream sauce. You'll see that video probably in about a week or so. I'm not sure. And Andrew's like, Mom, have we ever had this? I'm like, yes, I used to make it all the time. Oh, let me shut that better. It was a taste of home recipe from probably the 90s. And I used to make it all the time, and then I kind of didn't. He's like, this is so delicious, I don't even remember it. He's like, please make this more. I'm like, that's all you have to do is tell me that. So I like to look back and see what we've had before and what we like, and because sometimes you forget about stuff. So so that's what I do with that. And then I have my planner with me because I like to look to see. Now Doug's done school, so I don't have to worry about having something easy on Tuesday and Thursday nights that I can get done by 4:30. But we do have other stuff in our lives. So I like to look at my planner and, oh yeah, like this Monday night, I'm not making dinner because I believe we're heading down to Cape May. As long as everything goes well for Adam this week, we're going to go down. They're having a sunset parade on Monday. So I'm not making dinner that night. I might make sandwiches for the car. I might not. We might stop at Wawa. I don't know. But I know I don't have to cook that night. So that's why I like to look at my planner, because honestly, I forget some things sometimes. So that will definitely help. And then I try to pick a cookbook or two that I'd like to make a few things out of them. So I grabbed my Half-Baked Harvest Every Day cookbook and my Pioneer Woman Super Easy cookbook. So my goal is to get a recipe or two out of each of those. And then of course I will check my Pinterest board. I will check my past menus and things like that. So let's do a little bit of menu planning together. So I know we have something going on at church on Friday, but it's not till 7, so I can make a pretty normal dinner. So I'll think about that. Saturday is pinochle at my brother's. And I first go and I fill in everything I know. Thursday the 7th, God willing, is dinner before graduation on the Coast Guard base. Friday, we will probably stop on our way home from graduation and have lunch somewhere because everybody's going to be hungry. So we'll probably stop, and then I'll make a light dinner Friday night. Maybe I'll put together a charcuterie board or something. I'm not sure. And Saturday and Sunday, I'm going to wait and talk to Adam, to be honest with you, and see what Adam wants, because, it's all about Adam again. What else do we have? So then, that week that Kim and David are coming, we know we're having a picnic this day. We know we'll be in Lancaster a couple of the days, so I don't have to cook them. They want cheesesteaks one day. We want to go to a diner. So that whole week, I'm not even going to plan. Not even going to plan. I'm just going to write Kim and David. And then it's back to reality. So I try to fill that stuff in first. And then, like I said, I look at my planner and see what's going on. Oh my gosh, we have to have dinner early that night because, whatever. Or we have to have dinner later or earlier, whatever. So Thursday the 14th, we have church at 5 o'clock that night. So that will probably be a later dinner, or we have a free pizza right now at the pizzeria. So I think we will pick that up on our way home from church that night. So that's why I like to look at my planner too, because it definitely helps. So I'm going to go work on this and I'll show you when I'm done. Well, friends, that is the end of my day. We went to the hairdresser. I just got my brows done. Doug got his hair cut. And then we came home and Andrew and I watched the grand finale of Destination X. What a cool show. Him and I have been watching it from the beginning. It was really good. I enjoy shows like that. Like reality. I don't like all reality shows. Like, I do not like The Bachelor or The Bachelorette or like those, you know, like, I don't know, Farmer Wants a Wife show and all those. And I don't like any of the singing or talent shows. I like Survivor and I like Amazing Race. They're the 2 reality shows I like. I don't watch any other ones, but we watched this one and it was really good. So if you like reality shows, especially Amazing Race type ones, definitely watch Destination X. It was good. And we're really hoping it comes on for another season. Come on, Felix. But anyway, Doug was out picking the garden. Oh my gosh. I'm canning tomorrow. I am so canning tomorrow. But anyway, I know, not a very exciting day, but I haven't put many videos out lately, so, because I haven't had many exciting things lately. We've been kind of, yeah. So I need to get my act together and do something exciting for you guys. Oh, I did get the menu done. It's like we have a whole week where I'm not cooking. But I think I picked, we have a lot of days in August that I'm not cooking. So, yeah. But, I mean, it's vacation week. It's Adam's thing, so we'll see. But anyway, that's that. Don't forget, extra prayers for Adam during this week for him. It's do or die week. So, and unfortunately, a couple people have already been sent back this week. Back a week because of not passing things. So, a little stress. That's all, a little stress. But I have faith in him. But they can get reverted for anything. I mean, you can look at your company commander sideways and you get reverted. You can be standing in formation, and if a fly lands on you and you bad at it, you react it, you can get reverted. So it can be anything. But yeah. So anyway, my friends, I am going to call it a night. It's 9 o'clock. It's almost my bedtime. And like I said, I want to get some canning done tomorrow. So I want to get that started early. And tomorrow we are supposed to, in the afternoon, we are supposed to get severe storms. Severe. So I definitely want to get my canning done early. It's supposed to be, a lot cooler tomorrow. So I think I will use the stovetop canner. That way, if we do get the severe storms and if we do lose power, it's not the electric canner. So maybe I'll bring you along for that. We'll see. But thanks for hanging out with me today, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.